Hello and welcome to the second part of this episode of Goa 365 Story Behind the Story on Smart Cities. For those who joined us late, I would like to introduce our panel, quickly run through. Minin De Cruz, former councillor. Minin Bab, welcome. Francis Bab Coelho from our General Secretary. Francis Bab, welcome. Cecil Rodriguez, activist. Cecil ma'am, welcome. Jack Bab Sukicha, TTAG's VP North. Welcome, and soon to be TTAG's president. Welcome, and Subhash Bab Goenkar, journalist. So I will start. Francis, you, I had to cut you in between. Yes, please, because you were talking about that. Like we have been. I just want to bring it. These contractors, they seem to be very, very arrogant. They seem to think that nobody can touch them. They can do whatever they want. They have literally killed people. I wonder if an FIR was filed against the guy who kept the thing open without any sign. So what do you think is the reason? And with the lack of supervision of this work, will any sort of quality be maintained? Will Panjimites and the surroundings, Taligaon is part Panjim, part of CCP. What will be the use? So I am not even talking about the smart part. I am just talking about the basic infrastructure.
See, I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, this is a national scam. Okay, when it started off, they announced 100 smart cities will be given. They asked applications, they selected 100 smart cities, and they came up with a budget of like couple of lakh crore rupees, which is a huge amount of money. Yeah. A lakh or 2 lakh crore rupees was then earmarked for this, right? So what does the BJP do centrally? They say 2 lakh koti आम्ही दितेले लोकांक, ठीक है? मागीर त्यांका टार्गेट दिता MLA की आमच्या पार्टी फंड नितले पावंक जाय. सो म्हणो न्हू तो MLA आसूं ओ MP आसूं तांकां ते टार्गेट मेवता. आतां फंड्स हुंयचे येतले तेंकडे. No MLA is going to take out money from his pocket and give the BJP. Nobody is in love with the BJP, that much including the BJP कार्यकर्तास. कोणच दिना. MLA कितें कोत्ता? कितें तरी काडा सर स्कॅम तुमी. स्कॅम कितें काडले स्मार्ट सिटीचे. 2 लाख कोटी लोक हे जाले कितें म्हणटा तेका सँक्शन जाले. ते पयशे ते कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरा कडेन येता. कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरा कडचे घेता ते आनीक पोत्तून म्हणजे 100 रुपया कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराक दिले 40 ना 50 रुपया कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरा कडचे ते घेता पोत्तून आतां हुंयच्या तोंडान ते कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराक धरतले. हाऊ विल दे होल्ड द कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर लायबल? what face do I have? Contractor will say भश मारीन चल्लो पयशे घेवन गेला मरे. That is exactly what is the reason why the smart city is a mess. If they had any kind of moral responsibility, then they would have not done such things, and then they would have had every right. Then the contractor would have been shit scared. सामको भितलो आसलो अरे या माझे पेमेंट थांबयतले अरे हे जावचें ना. आतां कितें हा सगळें सेटिंग जालां. कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर म्हणटा म्हाका जाय तें हांव कोत्तलो आनी कोणें कांय करूंक जायना. सो दॅट्स द बेसिक reason why this smart city work does not happen, and the contractors get away scot free, completely scot free. They're not bothered. And who do we okay, let's for a minute understand that Babush Monserrat or whatever he's the MLA of Panjim. Let's understand ki it is not part of him. He is not part of the division that gives out these tenders, right? So actually, logically speaking, he should have nothing to do with those tenders, and he should have every right to go and screw the contractor's happiness. He should have every right to bring this up in the assembly and hold people accountable and responsible, right? And he should be able to just pull them up and get them fired immediately, as the people of Panjim have voted him. Not all voted for him, but let's say even 50% voted. Even those 50%, he owes that much. That I will catch the contractor. Tumi maka vote dila, maka inga adla, maka tumi niudun adla. As your representative, I will hold that contractor and ensure that the work gets done. So te zala kotta te korna to.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. What do you think?
I think so. I've been into a quarrel or an argument, or if I could fight with a person, I would have directly raised my hand with a contractor and his supervisor at the Kakalo Mall stretch, from the sewage to the Kakalo Mall stretch. This was last year which has happened, and I had it recorded live and shown what mess was happening out there. And that same contractor, he's been given the Santines, where MRF Madhuban Circle, that road again is given. Now he's already done a disaster, delay in delivering in the Kakalo Mall road, and it's still not being done. He's given another contract of that section of road. How you can deliver something like this when somebody has not even delivered the first road? When that's what, no, as Francis said, accountability is very important. Today, if you don't do well in your own company, you're put down by your manager.
You sacked.
You get sacked. Here you are the head of your constituency. You're an elected representative. If you can't fight for your people, raise issues in the assembly and stand on ground level and raise, and people are left, right and center meeting with accidents. I got a call 11:30 in the night where a senior citizen right in front, like how his place was dug up, a senior citizen fell into the pit and fractured her arm. That family is ready to file a complaint now in the police on the same. But the mom's undergoing the whole healing process right now. So you are ready to damage somebody and not hold accountability. They directly gave one press note saying that we will investigate and we will look into it. What has happened with that investigation?
No, that press note
Where
also,
is that
there is no
accountability?
name. It is on the smart city letterhead. The letterhead is there on top. And we regret that this incident happened and we will investigate the matter. But no sign.
No sign.
They don't sign.
They don't
None
sign.
of the smart city
so
guys
who
sign.
do we hold accountable?
What is this? Like this is unheard of. It is completely unheard of. It's like Tata group of companies will write a letter with no signature. Or the government will write a letter with no signature. Even
Jack, business in Panjim as it is, tourism has got hit. Business has got hit in Panjim. You think so many of our friends are in business, they are in pretty bad shape. What is the scene? Is it going to... It's not possible for a businessman, especially in retail, however big may be, to sustain business over losses over a long period of time. And tourists, are they coming to Panjim, not coming to Panjim? Because tourism also is a part. They just come to the casinos, they go, what is happening? How are Panjimites going to... or are they okay with it? I mean, they are doing, everybody is making money. What do you feel from the specifically business point of view? First. Second question is, as a Ponjekar driving around Panjim, you talk about walking, but what about driving? Driving is the problem.
So I think coming to business definitely has been hit. Like Minin Bab said, 40% his business has been hit, retail, driving, you can't access. So I mean, all these things for a young businessman, if he starts, it is more difficult because he's borrowed, this thing is not set. Established businesses at least can carry on. So, but all these things you can bear if you know there's a definite plan and things are going to be improved. Like every year there is no plan. So no one knows what is happening. So businesses definitely have been hit, and I do hope that what is done from now onwards is done keeping businesses in mind. Coming to driving around, in Panjim has always been a nightmare to drive around. Now there are no roads to drive around also. It's horrible. And now you're going after the trees also.
There is no road at all. Then where you are going to drive?
At night they want to put EV buses. They want to put EV buses. Those today morning we had gone to cover those EV buses. So many of them were just parked. So when we asked the KTC guys with EV bus, he's saying, no, who are you to ask us? We are KTC. That means this arrogance is gone everywhere. Arey, money is ours. I pay your salaries, yaar. And what the hell you think of yourself?
And I hope that is one project which at least comes through when the roads are done, that there's a good internal public transport system. We need that in Panjim. Yeah. There is no doubt about it. Yeah. So whatever conflict is going between Smart City and the MLA, I hope that gets sorted and those buses come.
I want to add to this buses thing because we had because this buses is a big problem. See, the current existing bus owners, bus car poy amche ahat hai, right? Lot of people don't like them. Or even I find them to be problematic. They are like polluting and all of that. Right? But at the same time, you can't just ask them to vanish overnight. You can't just tell them, tumche basi files and bond kora. And that is exactly what they've done. They have just put a publication in the newspaper saying, amche adle boy basi ahate bond kora. Now, Taligaon people are using those buses. And who are the people that are using the buses? All the poorest of the poor, old, and senior citizens, only those people are using. They can't drive, they can't move around, and they are used to those buses. Right? the notification has come overnight saying that you close those buses. It's like saying when the first cars arrived on the scene, the government put out a notification saying all horses should be freed and carriages should be burnt.
We'll take this up as a separate discussion, Francis, if you don't mind. Yeah, Subhashish, now you tell us. I was talking about the arrogance. I mean, like even Sasil was talking about. You had a couple of
Contractors.
first-hand experience, so as to say, with the contractor.
So once I had initial phase where you have the Basilo gym and you have the restaurants there. Going to get bread in the morning, a truck has collapsed into a pit. So as a journalist, as a reporter, I went to take visuals. One of the contractors just stands up and is like, "किधे करता रे? काम ना नहीं कर दूँगा, याद कर पाजे तुझे." That is the level of thing, and I told him, I'm from the media, it is my job. He's like, "No, you all harass us. That is why we can't do our job properly here," and that kind of. That is the attitude I got from him. This is one scene that happened. Next was right below my house. Now overnight they shut the road. So we were not aware of whether they're going to dig the entire stretch or do it in sections. So we parked our bikes as usual.
No circular, nothing was given to you.
Nothing was given. So I park my bike regularly as I do below my place. Next morning I come to leave to, that evening sorry, I go to leave my house. The road around my bikes has been dug. Just that part has been left.
It's like a video game.
Such a joke.
So that part has been left. Now 3 bikes were there, my mom, mine and another neighbors. How to remove them out? So the same contractor who I had a tussle with earlier was there. So I asked him, "Boss, what is this? How am I supposed to get my bike out?" He's like, "Tu kon amka sangpa, am kashe khondpa and all that." And I said, "Now what am I supposed to do?" So then I went around, I removed my car first, which I was luckily able to remove from there. And then I came back and the main contractor came, and then I went with the camera on. And I questioned, like, how are we supposed to do this? No one was notified. People are scrambling now to remove their vehicles. And he was like, no, you all help. No, you all understand. No, it's the good for you all only. No, it's like, so it's not a favor you're doing to us, right? It's you're being paid to do it. And again, that guy was arrogant and he was like, no, we'll remove your bikes and we'll give and all that. Took the bikes out. Another thing to note was that same road was dug 3 times. Now the first time what they did was they built these holes to put up the sewage tanks. Then they started pushing those pipes with this new technology that they said that, they shove pipes under the road and then you had sinkings of the road. That's when the former PWD minister said that Pondechi Mati soft asa, it all collapsed.
This is a stand-up comedy special. This is like, stand-up comedian's dream come true. Panjim City.
So that was the first time they started messing with the road. Then second, they dug it up to lay a sort of cemented, sort of an underground gutter to lay pipes through. Then they dug that. And then ultimately in the end, they broke the whole road where the pipe that they pushed underneath also was visible.
No,
so why did they try to shove the pipe when you're going to dig the whole road? You might as well dig it, you take your time, you do all the work at one go, but do it nicely. They took 3 attempts at doing one road. Now this road, today morning when I was leaving, now it is inaccessible to cars as well. They have blocked off everything. So how does you have to consider, like, what if an ambulance has to reach there? Then what?
Stretches.
Right.
Now the drone technology.
At least if they had done that part of the smart city first, maybe.
No, but that's the reality of where Madhuban is also. They have
But they have
cemented
completed
it.
that now,
They
Madhu.
have cemented it. They've dug it up again, cemented it again, dug the roads. You ask any local, we've got it on media also. 3 times they've dug one stretch of a road.
We are all locals, yaar. We all
And
pass that
that's
area.
what I'm saying. The 1,000 crores, how many times is going to be spent on? For doing up, then breaking, again doing it up, because they don't know where are the...
No, but you have to spend the 1,000 crores.
Oh, yeah.
How
See,
many
you have to
zeros are
spend
there?
a 1,000
Yes, sorry. Yes.
You should have that type of brains.
God help us.
Sorry, Jack, you were interrupted.
No,
Yeah.
when you were saying that, I was a little amused because someone told me there was an erstwhile PWD minister. Someone came to him with a technology which said that the roads would last for 10 years. तो पिसा झाला रे मग रोड 3-3 महिन्यात केलेलं आहे.
The only thing the guy went after is that jetpacker. Yaar. I
Oh
don't
my God,
understand.
that
Jetpacker.
आता नाक झाला मेरा jetpack.
Because he can't... What is
How
jetpack?
how
That's supposed to
is
be...
jetpack?
The whole roads are dug up.
No, but what you got a jetpack? That thing, these 2 laborers will probably do a better job, yeah. That jetpacker is I don't know, it's the most ridiculous thing.
Jetpack is supposed to be a small patchwork which has to be done. But the scenario of pandemic is so bad that the whole roads are dug up. So you can't use. He's gone back, I think. So
One thing that I want to mention, especially on this forum, is the Chief Secretary of Goa is the chairman of the Panjim Smart City. And if an official, our MLA is Like, it's like I can say he's good for nothing, and that's my. No, I'm serious. That's my,
okay. That's
my,
your opinion.
that's my.
Which I'm
analogy.
sure Minion will not agree.
Yeah.
but
No,
anyway,
why?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, as far as this Panjim Smart City is concerned, see, like he might have done some good for someone somewhere, and I'm sure that is what has brought him to this level of power. He's a very astute politician, but as far as Smart City is concerned, he has been good for nothing, right? But leave him aside. The Chief Secretary of Goa is not a political position. It's a bureaucrat who has reached over there because
IAS
of his
officer,
intelligence.
IAS
He's an
officer.
IS officer. What is he doing? Is he sleeping? And like, what is the Dr. Pramod Sawant? Again, the doctor is debatable, but
No, but what about even the person in charge of Smart City is IAS officer and a very efficient officer that I'll tell you, Sanjit is very efficient.
Yeah.
I've seen him working.
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, of course, under the earlier chief minister, he's been very good at what he does.
Yeah, but the buck stops
But,
somewhere.
But he's been made charge after the disaster has already happened.
No, but you will sort it out, no?
No, it is not so easy. It's
After
not so
damage,
easy.
after damage,
After damage,
it's like
how
your
many-
back is broken.
The scar will
broken,
be
and
there.
Then how you're going to?
The scar is there.
Let the scar be there, at least fix the
no,
hand.
no,
yeah.
no. You
us go
cannot blame him at all.
And that too, Mr. Montserrat says it on public that I'm not happy with the work, and I can't assure people that what work is done also will survive. So he is not ready to take responsibility, and he's not happy with the work that is being happening. He's officially said this on camera too.
Yeah, he said it to
So
us.
if
He said it to us.
and the disaster will come to know now with all the digging that has happened, will come to know in this rains, where because water will find its way.
You don't know they're
mud
going to
will find
give all
its
of
way.
us boats. They've announced.
My God,
Assurances.
I
This is a discussion we had, I think, before the
I'm
last
sad
rains.
that people's houses are going to collapse. It's going to be a disaster in the making for Panjim. The Panjim city will just sink in. This is going to be the reality.
Okay, you talk about
See-
Panjim. Wait, one thing I want to know now. You talk about from Taligaon, from the church, the road going up. What is that?
You've not seen the digging that's happening.
That's
now?
what I'm saying. What
now
is that?
that also sewage is started. That's what the husband left Taligaon, has come to Panjim. He didn't complete the infrastructure work. 20 years in power. Now the Montserrat family is in power. What about the sewage? You didn't think before sanctioning all the big complexes, where is the sewage going to be let out?
See,
It's
that
left
is
out
the-
in the
that
field.
is the whole thing
No
about-
proper
that is the whole thing
electricity,
about
no water connection.
development of
Today everyone
Taligaon.
is suffering in Taligaon. Ask any person.
1 minute, that is the whole thing about development of Taligaon. See, he has not developed those two main roads. Most outsiders who come to Goa, they pass those two main roads from Goa University to to Donapala Circle to Miramar. Wide, big roads with the tree lining on both sides, and they think, "Born development is Taligaon." If you go inside Taligaon, it is a complete shit show. Complete shit show. The sewage has taken 20 years and still not connected. Still not connected, okay? Now they have suddenly, they put the sewage line, then they break the line in the middle and make the manhole, right? Now currently manholes are going on. Forget about the sewage. Any road where Mr. Montserrat or his, cronies, which are the builders, whoever is the builder at favor.
Contractor?
The builder,
builders.
local builders.
Oh, okay.
The
Construction.
local builder, whoever is in favor, he favors, like he has a 3-year romance with most builders. 2-3 years एक builder त्याचा असता, मागीर तो चेंज जाता. तो हुई हे कोत्ता, घरा बांधता, बिल्डिंगा बांधता, तो रस्तो रोकडो तेका लायटी बा रोकडे पावता. समजलो? आनी तो रस्तो बरो दिसता. तेजे 4 जाण तेजे चमचे भोंवता आनी मागीर म्हणटा तालिगांव पयला मरे कितें केलां मरे आमच्या तालिगांव पात्रान. This is the reality. Actual, people, there is one place in Taligaon that does not have water connection, sir. It is absolutely horrendous. Till date. Eyes legun. Kalchi makode update ahat tinga tenka garani udak pawana.
It's
This we have
Hanuman
to
Nagar.
check, huh?
Hanuman Nagar.
Hanuman Nagar in
I'll tell
Taligaon. Eyes legun
So
udak na.
much-
And
we have
call
to
a
check
development munta. And they have kept those people hanging.
Okay, so are you trying to say that because this thing is being repeated in Panjim also,
Of
same
course,
type of development?
they have taken the same stamp, no?
You
Oh,
have
stamp
not
malla,
completed.
sikka gehla ante Panjim malla. If you take the same person and what do you see? I don't agree with Manohar Parikar's lot of policies. But when Manohar Parikar was in power and he was a Panjim MLA, he ensured that the people of Panjim were doing business well. Yeah. He ensured that the people of Panjim
that
were
you have
happy.
to admit, that's what me
Yeah,
and me were
Kon-
just talking.
कोणूय कोण जे तेजे ऑफिसान येतालो we used to go to him as a youngster and say, sir, म्हाका हे प्रॉब्लेम जाला Panjim municipal corporation and 2 दीस लायले तेणे एक NOC दिवपाक start करून he used to pick up the phone त्या भुरग्याक कित्याक सोदायता रे तुमी तेका मातशें NOC दिया. He ensured that things got done. That is not happening. Once that man has passed away, Panjim has like also passed away is what we can say.
5 years has passed, no? No, almost 5
Yeah,
years.
almost.
Yeah, and we are suffering. Yeah, 19, no, he expired. 2019.
Yeah, March.
March
I remember
2019.
I was
March
watching a
19th something.
FC Goa finals in
Yeah.
Bombay when I got
5
the
years
news
and
I-
people of Panjim are suffering because of this.
Even
And the wrong choice done by the Panjim cars.
That's true. And even when citizens, like we have a panchayat, even when citizens at Gram Sabha say that do not give sanctioning till all this infrastructure is sorted out, don't bring in more projects, who's there to listen to the public? Is our MLA of Taligaon efficient enough to even do something?
Okay.
Or is
Right now we're talking about Panjim. Sorry, Cecil will bring
I know, it's
Taligaon
very
once.
sensitive.
Yeah, I know. When the now Panchayat elections are supposed to come, we'll bring
We'll
Taligaon.
take another review of
yeah,
that.
but Jack, I'm most concerned about business. See, ultimately now roads and all, I know we had to change our shocks. Every 6 months I had to replace the shocks of my car, and not only my car, including my
Everyone's.
daughter's car. Shocks had to be replaced, but that's okay. But business suffers. It's going to be a killer because lot of, I mean, at least from Panjim, most people are not government servants. Most Panjim have got, they rentals, XYZ. What is the future? I don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. I can't see. It's all a haze. What do you think? These rains, last year was bad. This year, it's going to be something else only. I've heard that they are going to, like I was saying, last year also we discussed this in the office, they are going to give boats to everybody, all projects, so that we can roam around. Jack, you will probably get two.
Everyone become a fisherman.
whatever they have dug up, all that mud, sand, everything will
sinking.
go.
It's sinking.
No,
Yeah.
it is sinking.
Yeah, it will go
Water
into the
will find
yeah,
its way
yeah.
and mud will follow.
But it is
Yeah.
sinking, it is sinking. I mean, you're talking about Kakulo Mall, I pity Manoj, yaar. He's in like real trouble. Now we used to go to that,
Yeah, if the business is closed for so many
Omelette
months
Pav,
together,
Gadas
so-
and all. I have not been able to go there for 2-3 months because the roads are shut here. What is this business specifically out and out? Because ultimately, the place, any city runs on money. Without money, there is no government cannot function. Nothing can function. If there is no money in people's pocket, what's going to happen?
Definitely, like you said, we live in hope. So it's been so many years.
No, but-
I hope that it won't become worse. So businesses have suffered, and
But are they going to continue suffering?
that is something we'll have to see. No, we have to hope that things become better. But the way it's going, no.
Means we're going to have problem.
Right. That we'll have to see. Hopefully, I'm a positive person. I hope that the worst doesn't happen. So what you're asking me is to predict that the worst will happen. So
Rational, what do you think? Because I'm going to ask Minin the same thing soon. Yeah.
I tell living here, I'm somehow going to hope. Last year they said that Mahalakshmi Road would get flooded.
It didn't.
It didn't. I'm hoping somehow the universe blesses us and takes it up.
They are
They
the
were
power,
under the
basically.
universe. They were under the universe. Yeah, they were the
Minin
power.
So, see, for last 5 years, people of Panjim are suffering. One thing is because of the COVID also. There are municipal taxes which are very, very high. I have put up this matter to the general meeting in the municipality saying to waive off the tax on the Panjim cars because there is hardly any business. And I have brought this
Hardly
to
any
the...
business means there is no business or there is business. What do
There
you
was
think?
hardly any
See,
business.
there are so many restaurants
If
in
100 people are, instead of 100 people, if 10 people are coming, you cannot say that you have business.
But Pondjekar
One second. Second thing, तो business येयलाच जायना. तुझं infrastructure ready असता. You have to pay for the infrastructure. Light असता, उदक असता, telephone असता, staff असता. हेंका सगळ्यांक फारीक करचें पडटा न्हू. So हांवें तांकां सांगलेलो waive off that taxes म्हणून.
Not waived out. Nothing is waived out.
Nothing is waived out. आता
by
तेच
degree
सांगता आता for last this 3-4 years आणि आता तुम्ही जाणा because of this there is no business, because of this smart city there is no business. Waive off that taxes at least on the people. कितलो tax आता लायला जाणा तूं? Huge amount of tax. I'm not talking about the residential, but at least on the commercial establishments, waive off the tax. That they are not going to ready to do this. Now PNGM people, all these business people, including everybody, should approach the ML and say, waive off this. तेचोच चेडो बसला न्हू थिंगा so he should do it. Huh? This is my suggestion. Again.
Fair enough. Unbiased opinion. What do you think? Are we going to be able to use travel properly and whatever? Anyway, last question. We are out of time again. So,
I mean, like he said,
you
the
feel
hope-
is it going to? Just
mean, we
hope.
have to look
He's
at-
talking about the higher power. This is not a place to debate this.
I mean, but you know, something interesting to note is a lot of Panjamites are also very silent on the issue. People are not willing to talk about
Majority.
it. Exactly.
What lot?
People of-
Majority.
People
That
of
sort of
Penjim
pressure
are
is not
same
coming
way.
on.
They never
That's
come
what
on
he's
the
talking
road.
about.
Yeah, they never
Yeah,
come on the
so
road.
I mean, the reason maybe whatever, whether it's fear or it's something that they are not willing
Fear
to
of
do.
No, no,
Penjimers
no.
are not
But
scared. yeah.
whatever it is that they are not really voicing their angst, they are just sitting there in silence in the dust and there is no sort of public. Once you have that public outrage, yes, the authorities are put on the back foot to kind of get things done much faster. But if people themselves are not really saying anything and it is just a small minority section that is making a noise about it, it's again
Nobody's
something-
making a noise. Who?
Nobody's
Except the
making a
media, nobody's making a noise. Who's making a noise?
Exactly,
I mean,
so-
but y'all are not.
Yeah,
Y'all are
but
Taliban
what,
ka
to, what, what to say about this?
No,
thing?
but my
People
office
have
is in
died.
Panjim.
People
Ah,
have
okay.
died.
My office is in Panjim, her office is in Panjim, his business is in Panjim, he stays in Panjim where,
His business is.
yeah, exactly. So he works over here in Panjim, you work over here in Panjim, whether you stay in Panjim or not, it is like, coming to office.
No, we are all Ponjekar.
Exactly.
Voters of Panjim, all of us.
Taliban.
I'm sorry.
You know one thing, our area in Mala,
Yeah.
once upon we were very proud to say that we are from
Moyakar.
Mala. Yeah, Moyakar army. Yeah, we
No.
were very proud. Ata, to come out of, earlier, when we used to come out of the fast, we used to lift our leg and come out. One step up.
Ah,
Now, one step down. The road has come up and the houses have come down. And it will be so dangerous
The water
this
is
year,
gonna
the
go
water will
inside.
come directly
Yeah.
into our houses.
Yeah.
Directly, any kind chances.
And
now.
the stink in
Yeah.
the area now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Subhashish, you have last 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I mean, yeah, the hope is there. I mean, 31st May again seems like a very distant deadline.
Distant?
I mean, a very, far-fetched dream to complete the entire project by. I mean, at the most, they might get the.
I'm
appearance
putting you
of
on the
roads.
spot. Do you think this is going to happen?
No.
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 That's what I
And
want.
I think at the
Yeah,
end
five
of it,
of
that
us.
1,000
Only
crores.
Jack is saying yes.
Jack is the only
I think that 1,000 crores which has been invested, when this is all over, there should be a total proper audit done. Where is that money gone and what has happened?
Jack, come on, Jack. Now that
Jack
made
is
I
the-
have
Has
power.
this happened any
So
time?
that's why I'm hoping.
Has this happened any time earlier?
Never.
So it should happen
We'll
now
never
at least, because this is 1,000 crores. Smart City is a one-off project.
Okay, this is going to take another 10-15 years, I think. This smart city. Okay. Anyway, I'm sure we will be discussing smart city after the Lok Sabha elections also. For a month, we'll probably be taking a break from there. Thanks, Mirinbab. Thanks, Francis. Thanks, Cecil. Thanks, Jack. And thanks, Subhashish. Now, this is smart city. Hopefully, the people of Panjim or Ponjekar, as we call ourselves, are a little smarter. And because I've seen in India, wherever it is, you want to get something done, you got to come out on the roads. Pressure has to be built. That's the only time when government and authorities, including the bureaucrats and contractors, will actually take you seriously. Otherwise, they think, eh. So let's see what happens. May 31st, as my good friend Jack and my colleague Subhashish, we are hopeful that it will happen, while the other three are saying no.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you and keep watching Goa 365.